Delicious.
Go for it.
Decaf.
Decaf?
Decaf.
Decaffeinated?
Decaf.
D's nuts.
These calves.
D's calves? Whoa.
Someone likes them.
Concrete.
I was in the car when we were waiting to get your decaf coffee because you're pregnant.
I
That
am.
feels good to say. And not because like I like saying that because we had to keep it secret for so long. But we were sitting in the car. It was very, very quiet. And I looked at you and I was just like, how do movie theaters get the movies? I'm genuinely wondering. Because in my mind, my thought process was like, does some fucker come in with a USB stick? Like, that's lame. I want there to be some really cool magical way that they get the movies. Because otherwise, it's going to ruin it for me.
Magical.
Because does a truck come by with a bunch of film reels? Do they still use reels? No. What do they use? And do they dead ass got DVDs? Because that's weird too. So like everything I was thinking of was like, how do they get these movies? And so I just asked her because maybe she knew because she has random knowledge on things. I was like, how do movie theaters get the movies? And she said they probably pay for them.
No, I just said they pay for them. And then I looked up how they get them. Do you want to know?
I was sitting there thinking of all the ways a movie theater could get their movies, and a wondrous imagination was flowing through my mind. It was a conversation I wanted to have with you, and you decided to say, yeah, they probably pay for them with money. And then like as we were pulling up to like get our drinks, I was saying like, babe,
You said
I wasn't sitting here thinking, oh, I wonder if they pay for them.
it was funny because it was like as the barista opened the windows to like take your card, you were like, I can't believe you just said that to me right now.
It wasn't even that you were like trying to get me either. I know when you're trying to like, haha, I got you. It wasn't a joke. You were genuinely responding. Like it was like, I wonder how movie theaters get their movies. And you were like, oh, they probably pay for them. And I was like, why the fuck would I want to know that?
It's a
oh, that's right.
They use
money.
It's a mutual agreement. The movie companies.
And then you looked it up.
The movie companies want to show their movies, so they have agreements with movie theaters. But
again, not the part I want to know. I don't care how they trade the movies.
Right.
I want to know how the physical movie gets to the theater.
They don't do film reels anymore.
Well.
Those are stinky. It's a DVD.
They just put it on a DVD.
Yeah, it's a DVD.
But how? Who brings them?
I assume.
Do they ship them?
Maybe. Yeah.
Do they just
probably
get a
ship
fucking
them.
box in
And
the
then,
mail with all the new movies?
And then they're given one copy of the movie, and then they're given access codes, like I think probably either every day or every week, and they can play the movie up until the company says they can no longer play it.
Oh, so the company controls how many times they play it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
And then if they want to do like an extended showing, they have to ask for another access code.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's cool. What do they? How do they? It's a DVD though. How do they enforce that?
Well, it's the access codes.
Yeah, but it's a physical DVD.
I assume there's some download of some sort.
Okay.
I don't know. I read a wiki answers.
Somebody is probably listening to this who
Yeah,
works
like,
at a
you're
movie
fucking
theater.
stupid.
Like, that's not how it works. But I was just thinking of the prospect of like, do you realize that all these people are foaming over the mouth?
Foaming over the mouth.
Their mouths are foaming
Yes.
over fucking Spider-Man. And there's just some jackass with a fucking
DVD.
Amazon box of DVDs in him. And he's just like, ooh. And he's, here you go, movie theater. And they're like, thank you. Oh, fuck.
I think sometimes it could also be like digital.
Oh,
like
okay.
A digital thing. I think
yeah.
it probably just depends on the movie theater.
They probably just pay for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably just buy them.
Yeah.
Just go down to their local Walmart. They go, you got Spider-Man?
You got
And they go,
Spider-Man?
yeah. And they hand him over to you.
You got that new one yet?
Oh my God, we were talking last week about getting paid and like, because I made a business account for XP Level 3 because I'm getting paid from the Quest and Omicron. And I was talking about, hey, that's probably going to happen soon. And I was like, and Colton was like, how are you going to like pay us? And I was like, I don't know. I think I could write you guys a check. I think that would work. And Craig said, you can go get a money order at Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like 24 money orders, please.
Yeah. I didn't realize that there was a limit.
Yeah.
But I also didn't realize the amount.
There's $1,000 limit. I was like, could you imagine going to Walmart? I'm like, I need 50 money orders. That's not actually how much. I've just thrown out a number.
No, I mean, you
Yeah.
could, but you'd look like the Monopoly man when you go in there.
Like, this man's a villain.
Could you imagine I paid Colton for his book, Colton and Tyler with their bookwork with a Walmart money order? Not to be like, you're dumb. I just generally thought that was really
No,
funny.
to be honest, though, it is a funny idea.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay, we got a cool package in the
We
mail.
did.
Hey, guys, we have a P.O. box.
Oh.
They're in all the descriptions. If you want to send us stuff, we will open them on the podcast.
We do. This person also put that it was okay to open on camera.
Yes.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to do that next time for anyone that's going to send packages, and that's really great
Yes.
because sometimes we'll get messages, but this is the better way to go. We look at it and go,
Just put it on the package.
Yep.
That'd
We
be
won't open
wonderful.
it.
And you had to fight a guy for this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You had to beat an old lady with a
I
stick?
did. No, he was a very nice old man.
Oh.
He was nice. It was more the service was crappy.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Were they like, you're not this person?
No, that was the oddest thing. So it showed up. I don't know if because maybe it is because there's a shortage of stuff. They either don't have enough room to like hold shit. So they got it and they're like, okay, you need to pick it up. But they don't like communicate that to us. They just put a little envelope in the thing that says, if you don't come back, we can't hold it. We're just going to ship it away.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
So, but the time period usually is like 3 or some odd weeks. This one was like days. So from the last podcast to today, they went through like 3 different, like we're going to send it back. I showed up on the day it was going to get shipped back.
Dang.
And I was like, please don't.
Whoa!
What is
that?
that?
The icon of Ravenloft?
I believe it
No,
is.
it's the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
yes.
That is so cool. I always
Whoa.
get those confused.
Oh, the
I just
ninja
thought,
star.
Holy symbol of Ravenkind. This
holy
is so
ninja star.
cool.
The ninja star of Ravenkind.
You throw this at Strahd and he dies instantly. You just-
Right in his eyes.
We also got a nice waxed seat. Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
This is very cool. Oh, go right here.
they've dressed us as their royal majesties.
Their Royal Majesties, King Jacob and Queen Spencer.
I'm the god emperor. but
Winter
I'll allow
Palace,
it.
Kingdom of Visalia. Can I open it?
Yeah, you
I'm
go ahead.
opening it.
My favorite thing to do is to open packages,
Yeah.
even if they're not mine.
This is a very cool letter. This is
Have a
very
peek.
neat. Oh shoot! Okay, we will definitely read this off podcast. But thank you so much. This is very, very nice. I'm just gonna skim through it here. Currently watching through Sunder. Anyways, I saw the
you
Arcane
poor
Launch podcast,
fool.
Funky Adventure modules, and heard about the PO box. Yep. I thought you guys might find the accompanying model cool. It's a replica of the Amulet of Ravenkind that I modeled myself. Oh fuck, that's
whoa.
awesome. I've left it unpainted in case Spencer gets bored and wants to paint it. Keeping cool. I'll catch up with your games eventually. Sincerely, Will de Potato. P.S. I love Jacob's pronunciation of Mortalcore? I don't remember ever pronouncing this. Unless Martikov. I think it's Martikov. I hope you enjoyed this letter. Am I pronouncing that incorrectly?
The guys.
Or maybe I'm misreading that.
No, that looks like Martikov.
Well, thank you so much. This is so nice.
What is the correct pronunciation?
Maybe it's Martikov.
He can't respond.
I figure they're like Transylvanian. They're like, little Romanian, little Russian. So it's like Martikov. I don't know why I did the Italian hand. Martikov. Hey, Strahd, give me my spaghetti and meatballs.
Uh-oh.
Thank you so much. If you guys want to send us
sweet.
stuff, we will open it right
Especially
here.
cool letters.
And we'll go,
Speaking of sending stuff, did you ever send out the tweet?
I did. Yep.
Stealth tweet?
Stealth tweet.
Whoa.
I did it right before we started. So
Damn.
yeah, we have a busy day today. Today
do.
we're doing this, and then after this, we're gonna record a D&D stories video because it's that time of year again. Huh. And that video is probably already up. No, probably isn't. I don't know. When this podcast goes up, we're gonna be leaving unless it goes up tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna be at PAX this week.
We will.
Yeah. And then after this, we're going to record Icewind Dale. So, it's going to be a fun day. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to be at PAX this week, which is going to be really fun. So, if you're going to be at PAX, you come find me and come say hi. Or don't. You don't have to do that. But I'm gonna be walking around, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, where's all this crazy stuff I can buy?"
Yeah. I'm going to be peeping at Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh yeah, this is like the first time we're gonna go and gonna look at a bunch of Magic stuff because I think last time we were like, nah, we just like didn't touch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year we will. So it's exciting. It's gonna be pretty fun. And Colton's coming with us, which is gonna be a good time.
And Victoria.
And Victoria. So should be pretty fun. And it will be Logan's birthday.
Yes. We're going to go to dinner.
Yes, with all the peeps. So that should be fun. Regardless, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
I'm looking up a restaurant that someone asked what we would get from. And we don't have them here.
Are you looking at the questions already?
No.
What are you doing? Do you want to ask the first question?
No.
It seems like you're already answering it, so why
No,
don't
I'm
you
good.
ask it?
Sorry.
No, go for it. No, go ahead.
I closed Twitter. I'm sorry.
God Emperor.
God Emperor can't. Where's the question?
Who asked it?
Bluest Lewis.
Bluest Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. Sorry.
Lewis, got it.
Soon at PAX Unplugged.
Oh.
Yo, being from Philly and with Unplugged around the corner, I just wanted to ask, you want anything from Wawa's? It's a sandwich place,
I'm
I
sorry.
think.
Oh shit.
Is that like Witch Witch?
What?
You know what Witch Witch is?
Nope.
Oh, well, I assume it's a lot like Wawa's.
Are you being real or are you being a meme right now?
No, yeah, there's a place in Fresno called Witch Witch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a convenience store and food market.
Oh. I do, but I'm not going to tell you because then I'm afraid that you'll actually get it. So.
I looked it up. One day ago, man shot outside Philly Wawa.
No, was it him? He's going. No,
You guys
Lewis.
want anything from Wawa's?
No. He was so young, maybe.
Victim runs inside
Maybe.
Wawa after shooting in Fox Chase, police say.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Can't wait
shit.
to be in Philadelphia.
I want that guy to be okay. So if you could give me that, it'd be great.
You can go seek vigilante justice.
Yeah.
That'd be rad.
This dude just dead ass becomes fucking Batman. Oh, shit. Do you want to jump into questions?
No, I just saw that because you were like, oh, I already did it. I was like, I wonder how
little
many people
taste.
have already done the tweet.
Oh, well.
It's quite a few.
That's all right.
One of them was about Wawa.
We actually figured out our audio this week, and I actually tested it beforehand.
Did we?
I did. I promise you I did. Yeah. I sound great. And a lot of the comments on the last one are funny because like I would unintentionally be like, oh, I'm going to choose something and move the mic away even though the mic wasn't
Yeah.
on. So, yeah.
I'll do a little sip. For
No,
you.
don't sip for the podcast. Okay, so we've been playing a fuck ton of Magic the Gathering lately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. We were playing it earlier
It's
this
because
year
I like to open things.
Mm-hmm.
And opening cards makes my brain feel good.
Yeah. And I got into it again because of Strixhaven, and I thought that was cool. And then I got even further into it because of Forgotten Realms. And then I just fell out of it. And then now swinging right back into it because I didn't realize how hard you and Mia play it. So we played Commander the other night, and it was so much fun. And I made a Commander deck last night.
You did.
And I just want to play more. So I'm excited.
That's good.
It's going to be fun. And we might be doing something soon with it on Arcane Arcade, maybe? Probably.
I've heard something about that.
Did you? Who's your source?
I heard it from Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd you hear it from, Craig?
From me.
Oh.
What does he know?
What's he building
Ask
in
him.
there?
What's he building?
Yeah. I am slowly running out of things to talk about.
What's she building in there? Do you want to know what she's building in there?
Let me see.
She's building bones.
Oh.
And
Did we know last episode that she was a she?
No, we're calling her a he the whole time.
Yeah, we
We're
were.
having a girl.
That might be
Yeah, we
important.
are having a girl.
Yeah, it's the lady.
Yay! Yay!
Little baby Balrog.
I'm very excited.
Me too. I got we went to Christmas Tree Lane last night.
If
with
you don't
his
know what
family.
Christmas Tree Lane is,
It's a thing they do in Fresno, California. It is the longest running Christmas Tree Lane, and it's gone on for 99 years. It's an entire street of
Right?
really rich people who decorate the front of their yards with
It's a
Christmas tree lights.
long street.
It's a very long street.
It takes like
a very,
45 minutes to drive down it.
beautiful neighborhood, and we got to the halfway point, and they have they ask for donations because it's free, and Santa Claus was at the midway point, and he was like giving high fives to kids and cars, and I started crying.
I drove by and I was like, Santa!
I was like, yeah, and he was being super sweet, and there were like little kids, and there was like a little girl that was in the car next to us, and she gave Santa a high five, and I was like, that's gonna be my daughter.
Yeah. We went with
cry.
Maddie and Saban and Isaiah. And, like that was a thing we did a lot as a kid. Was we did Christmas
I'd
tree
only
lighting.
gone once in my life.
And you
before.
used to be able to walk it too instead of driving down it. We did both, but you can't walk it because of COVID. But so we just drove down it, and it like felt like Christmas because like last year, like Christmas was cool, but like it just didn't really feel like Christmas. And then like this year is like we're doing a bunch of childhood like stuff that we'd done in the past, and like we're having a lot of fun.
And then we came home and we checked the mail, and the custom stockings that I got for Christmas this year came, and it has her name on it, and cried some more.
Yeah. All right, find something to talk about while I tell the Alexa to shut up.
Oh, is she going off in there? She doesn't yell for any reason in particular. She just does.
Yeah, she just likes to start screaming.
High
She's
five.
like, help, help, I'm alive, help, help, help. And we go, oh, no. We got to unplug her back in.
Yep.
No.
And we're like, Sav, you stop that.
The Alexa in our bedroom just died the other day.
Yeah, she kept yelling a lot, and we were like, all right, you need to stop. And then I guess she just gave up. She just stopped, and we had to resuscitate her. We had to keep plugging her back in and back
then
in.
we tried a
She
different
finally
outlet.
turned back on,
Yeah.
and she was like, please let me die. And we were like, reset to factory settings.
No.
That's weird around here.
Yeah.
You wanna-
it's pretty whack.
Would you like a piece of chocolate?
You want to explain what this is before you want to?
Sure, I'll explain what it is. So Trader Joe's has this this little pack of.
Spencer, what's Trader Joe's?
I didn't know what Wawa's is, so
Like a Wawa's.
it's the Wawa's of.
No, it's not. Somebody gets shot in front of Trader Joe's every week.
Yeah. What is Trader Joe's? It's a hipster store. I'd call it a little hipstery store.
Yeah.
Full of like organic food and just some neat stuff. We go in there because they have cool stuff sometimes. And this year they had a taste test of caramel.
Yep.
And it's chocolate with a mystery filling. It's got the answers on the back, but we're not going to look at those yet. And we're going to. I've cut them into four pieces.
4 pieces.
And I'm going to send a little piece around, and we're all
we're
going
gonna
to
have to try to
try
guess?
it. We're going to have to guess what it is.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
You know, while we do this, why don't we answer a question as
Yeah,
well?
and you can also get them on Amazon if
Yeah.
you don't have a
So
Trader Joe's.
pause this right now, go order it,
No.
and then
Yeah.
start playing
It'll come in
again
about
and get it
about a
and play
week.
with us.
Christmas
Yeah.
Day.
Or don't do that
Yeah.
and just watch us eat chocolate. But which one's the first one?
This one.
No? All right. You want to start passing it around? I'm going to ask a little question from Two Gnomes in a Trench Coat,
Oh no, not
who
me.
asks, when are we getting the baby's class reveal?
The class reveal. When she comes out.
I don't think she, she doesn't have a class yet. She hasn't really decided. I would have to say she's definitely being like,
Well, you need to take one.
she's definitely being a
Oh,
barbarian.
2 pieces for Craig.
Oh, gross.
She's definitely being a barbarian.
On my bladder.
Because she's being a barbarian on your bladder.
Yeah.
But every time we get an ultrasound of her, she's
like-
always moving. She's like, "Nyah!" She's like moving all the time. And like, she's never not moving. Like, there's all other ultrasounds I see where the baby's just sitting there. She's like, I'm a baby. But like, every time we get the ultrasound, she's like doing this. She's going like this. And I'm like,
She's like, fucking stop putting
yeah.
shit on me.
Just crumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Am I eating this?
Yeah. Okay.
Delicious.
Oh, it's dark chocolate.
The flavors are melting on my tongue. That's a TikTok audio. Sorry, guys. That's dark chocolate with...
Caramel.
Yeah, that's just caramel. If that's not just regular caramel, what the fuck is it?
This is really bad because COVID took my sense of taste. So I don't really.
No!
You don't have to participate if you don't want to.
He could try. All right.
Chocolate with caramel.
It's like when people...
Basic caramel.
It's like I think that it's the same thing too. I don't taste anything else.
Oh.
It's like when like people lose like their feeling in their legs and they have to start to learn to walk again and they're struggling really hard. That's you with this chocolate right now.
Well, I don't know if it's entirely the same struggle.
No. You just gotta force you to taste things. It's like he can't walk, and it's like he can try. He can try to taste
It
chocolate.
was really bad for like 2 weeks. Like I got real depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Because nothing tastes like anything, and then my sense of smell. Apparently, when it comes back, it shocks the nerves in it. When your nerves heal, they can attach to a foul scent, and then everything smells like that.
Yeah.
So we had crab legs, and then like 1 or 2 of them were saved in the thing, and they just went bad. So we threw them away. So everything smelled like rotten crab for like a month.
No.
Landon was very sweet and looked up like smell therapy and kind of worked out some of it, but sometimes it's like kind of yucky.
Yeah.
We didn't ask a question.
Oh shit! I'm sorry with the question.
What
I
do you
got
mean?
distracted by chocolate.
What was the question?
What question? It was 2 gnomes. He was asking what the baby
Right.
was.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
did you hand me more chocolate? What was the answer for that one?
Oh, we're gonna do the answer.
I'm not gonna eat all of them and then...
I could keep note track, I guess.
I don't know where the
We're lost.
where are the answers?
Stand by.
On the inside part?
They put the answers... Did you check it up your ass?
I did. Not there.
Damn.
What about on the side there? Is it on the side?
Is it not on the back? Is that not it? What does it say? Give me.
It says it has the tastes, but not what. It doesn't say which one's which.
Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, it just says number 1.
Yeah.
That's
I
bizarre.
thought you opened it. Like, that's what people online were doing.
Hello? Oh, wait.
The answers are inside. That's what it
What's
says.
on the bottom say? There's like little text down there. No? Shit.
It's on the inside.
It's on the inside
It's
part?
right here.
Oh.
What was it?
What are his final guess?
Caramel. This is caramel.
Regular. What the fuck caramel
It is
is?
vanilla.
What the fuck? No way. Really?
It says
What?
vanilla right there. Vanilla.
Really? I didn't taste any vanilla in that.
Product of Ireland. We gotta go there and fight some guys.
Oh. Okay.
Is it? Is it?
Maybe
All right.
no.
Well, tasted like chocolate and caramel.
I do.
You want to pass the next one to Craig, and then we can do a.
Okay, so 2 are for Craig, 1 is for me?
No, you please take a 2.
Why are there 3? Can you explain?
I cut them into 4 pieces
Yeah.
because that was what was easiest.
Are you trying to confuse me? You give me
No, I don't.
3 pieces?
Just
I don't know what to
Craig
do with
doesn't.
all of these.
Craig doesn't want 2.
Yeah, give
You
me
eat the
small
2.
one.
Give the 1
There
to
you go.
Craig.
Thank you.
You have to give me instructions. Explicit instructions.
That's
I'll
the
panic and cry
instructions. You eat the
and pee
2.
my pants.
Probably shouldn't have taken.
When you sent that message to me the other day without, because my phone doesn't tell me what the image is, you're just like, Spencer is like crying, shitting, and pissing at the same time, and it just said sent.
Photo?
Yeah, photo. I was like, where is this going?
You just pulled a cool magic card.
I did.
You know what this one tastes like?
Coffee.
Chocolate and caramel.
I was going to say chocolate and caramel.
Tastes
Actually,
like-
I think it is coffee.
but I did take a sip of
Yeah.
coffee right before I put it in my mouth. So
Okay, but I should say, smell therapy is letting me know what it is, and then reaffirming.
That's why I do this. I go like that so I can sniff it.
your
Sorry, you
entire
can't do
family
that.
does that. Let's do the question, then we'll get the answer. Do you just want to do the first 6, and then we can save the other 6 first?
What?
Do you want to just do 6 and then 6 later?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's coffee.
Yeah.
It
Has
was?
to be.
I was gonna do the question, and then I would do the answer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, just reveal it, and then I'll ask a question.
Double espresso.
Yeah! Nice.
Decaf.
All right.
Decaf.
Artemis Isn't Festive Enough asks, Jacob once mentioned the idea of having a baby and naming them earbuds. If you go down this route, how will you explain it to them?
If you go down this route,
We won't go down
this is
that
a
route.
real
Where-
possibility.
We have her name. We're probably not going to announce it for a while.
Yeah.
Or maybe until she's born. I'll let you know right now, though. It's not ear.
It's not Rose.
It's not rose. Is there
It's
anything
not
else?
flower.
Yeah, it's not anything that's funny, haha, buds.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I do really like the name Rose, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah. One of her names. We have her first name and her middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Her middle name is Lord of the Rings related.
It is.
But that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But Baby Balrog, I think, is good. I think that's like a
Her
good
middle name
nickname.
is not Balrog. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's not Balrog.
Marion asks, what are your favorite game soundtracks to use in your games? Are there any soundtracks that you want to use, but they just don't fit the mood of the games? And bonus question, what would be the funniest, oddest game soundtrack to use for a TTRPG? I think the people who use Undertale for their games are fucking mad. Because that music is so slappy and so good, but it does not fit D&D at all. Like Craig will sometimes in like 5e fantasy D&D play like cyberpunk dubstep, and weirdly it fits. It's pretty cool for especially combat. Like it's very like it's like, oh, I'm kind of getting in the mood. Like this is pretty sick. And sometimes you have like weird sort of techie sort of magic anyways. So it's awesome. But like indie games like that have like these really slappy soundtracks. That's like, it's not even going to be like, oh, this is our ambient D&D music. It's like, this is just dead ass Megalovania. And that's like, it's different. My favorite soundtrack, I think, which is the definitive D&D soundtrack, is probably Pillars of Eternity. Mostly because Matt used it so much in the early levels of Vox Machina that it's nostalgic for me. And then I used it a lot in our early games. And I just love how like slow and ambient and like beautiful those tracks are. Like they're just so good. And Pillars of Eternity is probably my favorite. Definitely. Next to that would probably maybe be Witcher.
Whenever I run D&D, I just use the playlist that you use. Sometimes I'll put on the creepy ambiance music that I can find on YouTube for Strahd because it's rainy and gross and sad.
I wish I could use a lot, which is rainy and gross and sad, which is why it reminded me of that. I wish I could use it on stream. I did for Tomb of Annihilation for a little while, but then YouTube started getting me for it. Was Atrium Carceri. This really slow, gothic, dark music. I fucking love it so much. And there's a lot of music that's like that, and I wish I could do that on stream. I do it for our Strahd game that we play not online because I can, but yeah, that's one I can't do. What soundtracks do you use, Craig?
Diablo 2 a lot.
Oh yeah,
I really
Diablo
like
2 is really good.
2. Diablo 3 is alright. And then I use a lot of like dark synthwave.
I like Diablo 3 too, but I can only use like 2 or 3 tracks because they're annoying. Because it's the anti D&D soundtrack is the ones that like start off real small and then they go at the end, and it's like, fuck, that's gonna ruin the mood unless I skip it early, you know. So yeah. All right, what's this next one?
That's for us to find out.
What if I sniff it first?
That's not cheating. Oh, I don't like that.
Nougat. I actually don't know. It's softer though. It's fruity.
It's a bad time to say I don't really like chocolate.
Forcing Craig to eat these. Like, please stop.
I have no fucking idea. What'd you say, like nougat?
It's fruitier.
Yeah.
I dislike that.
To be honest, I was thinking like
it's orange.
I was thinking, oh.
Yeah, I think
It's orange.
I think you're right.
It's orange. It's really, really faint. It's barely there.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
That was just something like a strawberry, but
I was gonna say like strawberry.
But
I
orange
almost
makes
said
more
cherry.
sense.
I almost said cherry, but I was like, I think cherry has a very distinct flavor.
No, it's ginger.
It's not ginger.
It's ginger.
No, it's not.
That's ginger.
It's like orange.
No, it's ginger.
Reveal it. Reveal it. What is it?
I just had a piece of ginger in my mouth.
Did you really?
Yes. Ginger.
Ginger. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get any ginger flavor at all. That's crazy. You had a piece of ginger in your mouth? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Like a tiny little piece.
yuck.
I bet if I had a piece of ginger in my mouth, I'd definitely know it was ginger. But I didn't. I just had I had that citrusy sort of zesty flavor, which ginger definitely has, but I thought it was an orange.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go with orange too until I took a little munch of some
Interesting.
ginger.
Next question comes from Jasp Gasp, who asks, say you have all the gold needed and plenty of wizards and spellcasters. What kinds of amusement attractions could you build in D&D? I'm thinking a giant bouncy house where everyone gets fly cast on them before going in, or a roller coaster underwater. All right.
Respect.
Ready?
No.
It's just a cliff.
Okay.
Death Ward.
Yeah.
And then somebody at the bottom casts heal.
That tracks. That tracks. I just want everyone to know that there was a point, like, when Breath of the Wild
That's
first
really
came
fucking
out,
funny.
where Jacob would take Link and just throw him off shit
Oh
and
my
watch
God.
him die.
The masculine urge to just huck myself off a cliff.
And then, like, once you got Mifa's grace, you're like, it's better now because he'll die, he'll come back, and then I can kill him off something else.
Half the fun I had in Breath of the Wild was climbing
Or-
really high structures and just fucking
You
jumping off.
You would take bombs and you throw them at your feet.
Yeah, because he would fling himself, so he would already ragdoll. So
Yeah.
it would be really funny when he landed into things. He would just be like, and then all the way down. Yep, I want to do that.
I just want to make a really big spooky house.
Like, what spell would you cast?
Like guards and wards, or and then isn't there like a spell that like makes him not like a mansion, but like a structure?
Yeah, but you could do Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah,
You could look however you want, basically.
that's true. Maybe one of those.
That's cool.
Pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a serious answer, and then I got memed on by Death Ward.
Yeah.
What was your
actually,
serious answer?
in my because I'd done it in my Cholt game after they kicked Acerak out, and they didn't kill him, but they forced him to live above that bakery. They turned the Tomb of the Nine Gods into a water park. So that's just what it was for like the longest time.
That's
And that's what
awesome.
like Port Nine Zero became this like almost like a tourist attraction type thing, and it became like a so like think of like Jurassic Park where they had like the jeeps that would go out, a very similar experience, and then it would end in the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
That's awesome.
They're
That's so awesome.
They're making another Jurassic Park movie,
Yeah.
and
Is Chris
apparently,
Pratt in it?
yeah,
Does
And
he voice
apparently-
all of the dinosaurs?
He's voicing all the dinosaurs.
Every
Actually.
Yeah.
one of them.
He's voicing all the dinosaurs.
it's like in the what's the third? Is it the third one where
He's even
he's on
voicing
the
Bryce
plane?
Dallas Howard.
No, I mean the original Jurassic Park is like the third one where he's on the plane and like the
Oh,
guy turns into a dinosaur and is talking
Yeah.
to him.
He's like having dreams about
Yeah.
the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And like
Whoa.
he's asleep in the plane and he hears what's his name? What's his
I have
fucking
no
name
idea.
in the
I don't know what their
in
names
Jurassic
are.
Park? Fuck.
But yeah, he's just like sleeping and then he wakes up and the dinosaur is talking to him and I think it's either he's dreaming or it's like he's hallucinating that someone's a dinosaur.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Alan.
Ow. Yeah.
That's the funny thing is that he says Alan.
Yeah.
It's literally like this. He's like getting woken up and he's like, he hears Alan, and he looks up and it's a fucking raptor going, Alan, and he's like, what? And then he like wakes up and it's just like his buddy or something.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
Apparently it's like the dinosaurs are on like the mainland now.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know.
like-
That's what they did with the last one. It was like it was like a fucking haunted house with a dinosaur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that that's Bryce Dallas Howard until yesterday when I found out that they're making another one.
She directed something that I like, and I can't
Really?
remember what it is.
I don't know.
Don't remember. But I don't care that much about Jurassic Park.
No, neither do I. I just thought it was interesting. They're making
Yeah,
another one.
it's like when Jurassic World came out, I was like, that was a movie. That was all right. That was cool. You know, I watched Jurassic Park when I was younger, and then I was like, that was a movie. Like I don't know. There are a lot of people who like love Jurassic Park. Like this is like top 10 movies, one of the greatest movies ever. And I'm like, it's okay. It's all right. Like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like it's just like that is a cool movie. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Chucky?
Chucky, you want your next one?
Yeah. Give me the next one.
Here's that one.
These chocolates make me flimmy.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Yeah. You gotta inspect for ginger now. This one's different.
Man, I'm getting nothing with this one. It's like there's a flavor, and then
Ew.
the chocolate and
Oh.
caramel cover it.
What is it?
It's hamster flavor.
No.
Oh, no. What the fuck?
Oh, I know what this is.
I don't like it.
Is it mint?
Oh. I can kind of see. That's the thing is I don't really know what it is, and then people are saying stuff, so my brain's like, could it be?
Yeah.
Is it?
I have no fucking clue what that was.
Coconut?
Dude, I think you're right. I think it is coconut. Dude.
Okay, but I think it is because I think I got the same thing. We got a little piece of ginger. I just bit into something and I was like, crunch. I'm like, that's coconut.
That's a part of tasting, though.
Yep.
Part of tasting is knowing that you bite into it.
Coconut.
Yeah!
I know.
Good job, Craig.
Which makes sense because I don't like that. I was like, I don't like this, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Little piece of coconut.
Before I jump into another question, just want to talk about the fact that we've been watching all of the Spider-Man movies. And last time we had just watched the Tobey movies. And I was like, I think I'm going to like the Andrew Garfield movies after watching these. Because 3 was just so fucking goofy and dumb. Like Spider-Man 3 is so ridiculous. And I was like, man, I'm going to end up liking these Mark Webb Spider-Man movies.
No, they're bad.
No!
No! I hated them.
Oh, God. They were... I killed them.
Not just the men,
But the women.
and the children.
Disregarding the fact, and I'm not trying to virtue signal here, it was just literally something that I noticed when we were watching it, which was just kind of weird. There were like very little people of color in those movies,
Yep.
and the only people who were in the movies were the villains. Like only the bad guy in the first movie is like the only non-white person. And then Jamie Foxx in the second one. And even like the ensemble. Like I felt like a lot of the ensemble was just very white. Mm-hmm. Small thing. Not a big deal. Kind of a big deal for some people. But just one thing I noticed. It was like, that's weird. And then the actual movie.
It's terrible.
Is stinky. It was, wow. I thought they were
Why
better.
is he blue?
Yeah.
Why is he blue?
Why is he blue?
Why is he blue? They made him look better in the new one.
Yeah, he's not fucking blue.
Yeah, and he
His
actually has
Timberlands
the
on,
lightning
though.
on his face.
He does have Timberlands on, though, and I respect that.
Does he really in the new movie?
It looks like he has Timberlands on.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope so.
Um,
Got
You're gonna be like,
there he is.
when I first watched those movies when they came out, I was like, these were cool, and then I thought I was gonna like them watching them again, and my God, like Andrew Garfield's a good actor. I just want to say he's a good actor. I don't know what direction he was given to be fucking talking like,
no.
why don't we just
gotta
go?
stop doing the thing.
You gotta stop doing this. You ruined my ground rules. Those are my ground rules. I'm Spider-Man. Yeah, I'll talk like this for some reason.
Anytime Gwen Stacy is with him, I am uncomfortable.
Like I thought he was gonna be better because I was just sick of watching. Oh boy, yeah. And
Go get him,
focus,
Tiger.
Yeah, go strong focus on what I want. And Tobey Maguire doesn't know how to enunciate any of his words except for when he says, "You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door." And when MJ's about to die, and he goes,
I like that moment when he's on the phone and then that his landlord's like daughter comes out, gives him something, and he's like hanging out. He's like, "Give me another."
go give me some more. Give me some milk.
Give me
Yeah,
some
go,
milk.
go give me some.
What
of
a
that.
weird
Yeah.
flex to be in your shitty apartment on a payphone, Toby.
Yeah, I know. And then later when he's he goes to like that jazz club and he's like dancing with Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
And is she Gwen?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. And he's like dancing with her and it like pauses and it zooms in and he goes, what the fuck does he say? He says,
Get some of this or
no,
something?
he doesn't say get some of this. He says, oh fuck, it's gonna bother me so much.
Is this when he starts like snapping his?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know.
and
what
it
is.
zooms into his lips. It's really important what he says.
It's not.
It's so
But he
important.
fucking like backhands Mary Jane.
He goes, now dig on this.
Now
He does.
dig on this.
To be honest though, when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest scene.
Isn't that weird? Like when I was a kid, I also thought it was really
I was
cool.
like, he's cool.
I was like, fuck, he's fucking awesome. I want to do my hair like
Toby
that.
glow up.
Yeah, exactly. That's
hair's
how
all-
but that's also that's also what I thought about with Andrew Garfield too. Like I thought he was cool, and then rewatching him now, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Those movies are dumb and stupid, and we laughed while watching them, and it was
And then we watched Venom. That was pretty good.
yeah. My favorite part, though, when we were watching Amazing Spider-Man 1 was when all the cranes come out. And, like, that's actually a cool part in the movie. Like, he's like, shot in the leg.
Yeah.
He has to get to Oscorp to stop the Goomba from Mario, the Mario movie. And all the police are coming after him. And all the people in New York are like, we gotta help Spider-Man. So they all get in their cranes, and then they line up all the cranes to Oscorp. And I was like, yeah, all right, okay, I'll do this. And he starts running, and he's limping, and he jumps for the first one, and he just fucking falls. And I was like, is he just dead? But then a crane picks him up as he's going up, and she goes like this. The movie's this way, and she looks at me, and she goes like this. And she goes, a crane! It was really funny. Yeah, and then when we watched Spider-Man 2, she was like, I am going to stop watching this movie. There's a single crane in it.
Yeah.
And there was never a crane.
I was looking. I was like, that's a crane right there. Please.
There was no crane.
Let me shut it off.
There was just the weird plane subplot.
Yeah.
Electro turned off the power grid. Now these two planes are going to fly into each other. Oh, no. It was like to add tension to the fact that he had turned off the power. But, like, Peter can't do anything about it. So it's just like, are we just going to watch two planes crash?
He's also not aware that it's a problem.
No. So he's not like, oh, no, we got to save those planes. I got to stop Electro. He's just like, hey Gwen, you gotta turn. No, you can't be here. I gotta stop. When I tell you to do the thing, do the thing. But that's how he talks in the whole movie. That's what he sounds like. I don't know why he sounds like that, but he does. And then we watched Venom, and maybe it was because Amazing Spider-Man 2 was so bad that Venom was like kind of good, but I kind of liked it. Yeah. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't amazing. It was just like, yeah, that was all right. That was all right. And my favorite part was when they just imply that Venom kissed Eddie, and it had nothing to do with the fact that he's like his girlfriend.
Or his ex-girlfriend.
And then later he's like, that was your buddy's idea. And it was like, Venom.
Whoa.
It gets even weirder in the second one. It's so much fun.
And there's like a little part in the first one too where he's like, I love you. And it's like, this is kind of cute,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's adorable. There was in that movie there was just a lot of, oh no, he's dead. Wait, he's not. Oh, he's dead. Okay, he's good. But that was.
I was sad that scientist lady died.
Oh yeah.
I like that lady.
Yeah. I didn't like who fucking plays Carnage? What's his name?
Oh.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I didn't like Woody Harrelson's wig at the end credits scene.
The wig really is. It really is.
They went to fucking Party City.
Symbiote of the whole thing.
That's Carnage.
Did you imagine? He's like, look at him, Eddie. They're not
eyes
in
open
symbiosis,
up.
and his wig's like falling off. They're not working together.
That wig looks like they went to fucking Party City and they just put it on his head. He's like, and he's all trying to be creepy, but it's fucking Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
He's like, you're coming to the light, Eddie, so I can see you better. And it's like, you look goofy,
I will
man.
say though, I was expecting it really bad because whoever cut up the trailer looked like shit. I was like, this is gonna be terrible, but it wasn't as bad. And to be honest, I kind of liked it.
I just know that the posters also looked really bad.
Yeah.
Big bop.
And then after we watched Venom 2, we finally get to watch Spider-Verse, which I really want to rewatch.
We're watching those after Tom Holland ones.
Why do you want to watch the Tom Holland ones
Because
first?
it's gonna. From what I know, I haven't seen Venom 2 yet, but it's going like it went up a little bit with Toby, and then it went really far down.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go back up a little bit with the Venom movies. It's gonna go up a little bit more. And then it's going to go all the way to the peak.
You want to like Spider-Man by the end of the...
Yes.
It is... I think the first Spider-Man movie is the best one. the
So
first
far.
Sam Raimi one. So far from what we've watched of all of them. I've seen all of them already, except for Venom. But
Venom 2.
the first Spider-Man movie is the best. It's just really good. And I don't even... It is corny and cheesy, but it knows it's corny and cheesy. And also, I like the pacing of that movie. And also, I love Willem Dafoe. He's the best part.
Yeah.
To be honest, same though, but I'm always a fan of that. That's my favorite part about the Death Note Netflix series, the fact that he's...
Is that Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, Ryuk.
Salted caramel.
Wait, which one?
That
This
one. That one.
Salted caramel.
I don't think salt is going to be an option.
Yeah, salted caramel. That one's easy. Or toffee. But I think it's salted caramel. I'm going to go with my gut.
It's unpleasant.
My piece
It's
was
the
all
salt.
chocolate.
I'm thinking toffee, but it could be salt and caramel too.
I don't know. My piece was like all chocolate. I didn't really get a feeling.
That's the question. That's the question. That's what Andrew Garfield says in Spider-Man when Harry Osborn, his long-known friend, who was not in the first movie.
I hate what they do to Hobgoblin.
What was it?
Salted.
It was Himalayan
Well,
salted.
There you go. I really prefer, like, the more Goblin, the Green Goblin is what I prefer.
Yeah.
Anytime, like, I hate the one in the third one where he gets, like, that cool, like, skateboard.
Yeah.
Where he just has, like, a mask on. I'm like, dude, your dad had a goblin head on. Just do that. That's way cooler.
He sees him in the mirror again, and he's like, Harry, put on the Power Ranger uniform. Put my mask on, Harry. What the fuck is that? You look too cool, Harry. No. Harry, stop.
You've gone too
I
far.
love that there are multiple times in those movies when he throws that pumpkin bomb and he throws it at those old people and they just fucking turn into skeletons. And then in the third movie, when he throws a pumpkin bomb and it goes on Venom, it not only blows up Venom, it blows up Eddie Brock too.
Yeah.
They are very clearly powerful explosives. And when they fight in 3 and he throws it at him and he grabs it, he whips it, and he throws it back at him, and it blows up not only one, but all of the ones that are around him. He's just like, oh, my face is a little scarred.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? How are you alive?
I forgot that scene where he just completely, like, Terminator 2's those old people.
Yeah. And he goes, out am I? And he's flying, but he's like squatting, so he's got this fat ass as he's flying around. Dude, I love him in that movie.
Maybe hot take. I think he's the most villainous character of them all. Of like any Marvel villain.
I love that
he's just crazy.
Okay, in Spider-Man
one's
2,
dead.
Doc Ock is like fighting Peter Parker because he has to get the tritium in order to make his thing, and he gets it from Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn wants to find out who he is so he can kill him to revenge his dad. So he's got to go to Peter Parker to find out who Spider-Man is. Green Goblin does the same thing. But here's his method. All right, Doc Ock is smart about it. Green Goblin. He goes to the Daily Bugle and blows open Jameson's window, and he just starts choking him out, and he's like, who takes pictures of Spider-Man? Give me the guy! And then Jameson doesn't sell him
he's
out,
a
which is
homie.
pretty cool. And then Spider-Man shows up, and he's like, hey there, Gobby. And then he just shoots sleeping gas at him, and he goes, sleep. And he falls, but do you know to what end he did this? He just takes him to a roof to go, you and I aren't so different, and then he fucking leaves. he just wanted to have a dad talk on top of a roof.
Why don't you do that with your own kid? Freaking Norman.
Fuck. Just he was a menace to society. He blew up a
What?
building
Were you
and
gonna
he used
cry, Little
sleep
Goblin
gas.
Jr.?
Oh my god, I love that
gonna
part. Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry, Little Goblin Jr.? Or the part where he throws him through the window and he says, "I'm gonna kick your little ass," and Toby goes, "Ooh." Those movies are so funny. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Shut up about Spider-Man. Oh my god. Now dig on this. More Props Art Cosplay asks, I am now caught up on Avnia. What have been your favorite parts of Avnia this far? I really liked the maze that we did. That was really fun. I liked it was really stressful and crazy, but it was a good time. And I really liked fighting all of those fucking guards that killed me. Like, that was a good time too.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I've been really enjoying ever since we got to sit at the table. I felt like we've been a lot more connected with the game. It's been like we've got to do more character stuff. It's been I feel like I've got to make more decisions, and like I just feel a lot closer to the game as a whole. Baron dying too is also like really fun to role play and was really sad, but like
I had a lot of fun writing those letters.
yeah,
Yeah.
like ever since we got to sit down at the table, the game has like been really fun. So ever since then, I've been having a good time.
I agree with all of those things. I also really liked fighting the toonies. The
toonies were a good time.
Toonies was a good time.
Yeah. Indeed, I agree. iCube asks, "What's your favorite Christmas song?"
None
None of them.
I like Carol of the Bells just because it slaps.
Oh, okay. Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun.
of them. There you go, that one.
Yeah.
Dun.
I also like the part of Home Alone where that plays.
Oh yeah, and he's all setting up the traps
Yeah.
and stuff, and he's running home. I love Home
I think that's
Alone.
probably why I like that song. It's
Yeah.
because I like
don't
Home
know
Alone.
if it's in an SNL skit or something, but there's that one where it's, I don't even know what the song's called, but it's that song where it goes, maybe it's cold outside, maybe that's what it's called. But then the skit I saw made it like not so aggressive.
Oh yeah.
I really like that version. That one's funny.
If you, like those lyrics out of
she's like,
context,
I
sound
should really go. And he goes, okay.
Yeah, out
We
of
can go and
context,
call you
baby,
a
it's
cat.
cold
Yeah, I'll
outside.
call you
Sounds
cat.
really creepy.
It does.
Also, because of Home Alone, I like "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Yeah.
That's it. It's probably my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah, to be honest, it'd be easier to like what favorite like Christmas movies. Like I can name a couple of
Oh,
those.
Home Alone,
Home Alone.
1 and 2. Both of them are amazing.
Yeah.
I love
like
1
the
because
Santa
I'm
Claus
nostalgic
ones.
for it, and I just like how simple, and I love the message of that movie. It's just really great. I grew up watching it. One of my favorites. I like Home Alone 2. I don't think it's as good as Home Alone 1, but I love Tim Curry, so it now is the same as Home Alone 1. So they're both really good. And then we don't talk about the rest of the Home Alones.
No.
I like the one who does heroin.
Oh, that one? That's my favorite
It's
one.
heroin for 40 years.
Oh,
and
no.
now he's normal.
Oh, yeah. Macaulay, no!
I like the Santa Claus ones a lot with Tim Allen.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I haven't watched those.
Really?
To be honest, they're not. They're a lot of fun.
Really?
It feels like if any show is gonna have like an MCU universe before that, it was that show because once he becomes Santa, he starts meeting like other weird like mythical creatures for
Yeah.
holidays, and
Yeah.
it gets even stranger.
Yeah.
The fifth one, I think he fist fights Jack Frost.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really funny. That and any of like the National. What is it called?
National
Oh,
Lampoon?
Yeah,
Christmas
that
Vacation?
is so good.
my
good.
family loves that movie, and I still have never seen it.
Oh,
They
dude,
reference it
it's so
all the
much
time.
fun.
Another one that I reference even outside of Christmas is Elf. My
Yeah.
family loves Elf. I grew up watching Elf. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like that audio is big on TikTok right now. It's like 10 a.m. Santa's coming to Santa. Yeah, that movie's great.
Yeah.
And then I saw a bunch of fucking children who were like, Elf is chuggy, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Elf is chuggy.
Fuck off. Elf is awesome. I was like the part in that movie when he first gets to New York and he like doesn't know like how to like he doesn't understand anything, and like he goes to the place that says like it says world's greatest coffee, and he goes in and he just says congratulations. So stupid. All right. What's your other favorite Christmas movie? You have another favorite Christmas movie? Harry Potter. Those are Christmas movies.
Those are Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So is Lord of the Rings.
We watched Lord of the Rings. Could be Christmas movies. They could also be Thanksgiving.
They're Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah.
I just saw people arguing about it on. Some guy's mom was like, they came out around that time, and they have elves. They're
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
I did the same thing to Lace. Oh God, I have to be really careful for this one because I really like this movie. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It is my favorite movie ever.
Okay.
I was like, Lacey, I want to sit down and watch a Christmas movie. She goes, okay. So she sat down and I put on Django.
Oh,
Because there's Christmas in
Oh
it.
my God.
And he shoots that snowman. I really like. She goes, Craig. I was like, oh, I love this fucking movie. She goes, yeah, but man, I don't have the emotional like bandwidth to deal with racism right now. I was like, okay, fair. I'll just skip all the racism. So I put it to
Skip all the racism.
So I put it on time 16 speed and skipped the whole thing. And then we watched something
Skip
else.
all the racism. Yeah, it's just the credits.
I put it at the end where he's on the horse, like
Yeah.
it's cantering, and I turned it off.
Yeah.
And I was like, guess we're done.
Django Unchained is a great.
It is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
When I broke my arm, or my clavicle, my dad just put it on repeat. I fucking love it.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's
so
so
much.
good.
So well done.
I you know, if you want to call a movie a Christmas movie, I don't care. But if we're really gonna get into the category, this is like a snack. Is a chip a snack kind of thing? Is a chip a chip? You know, is a Taki a chip? Or is Taki a snack? Taki's a snack. If you say, "Hey guys, you want to come over and watch a Christmas movie?" Yep, and I come over and you put on Die Hard and you're like, technically it's a Christmas movie? Fuck you. It's not, yeah, technically it's a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie. That nobody thinks Christmas movie and thinks Die Hard.
I do.
No! Shut
Die
up.
Hard is a Christmas
Shut up.
movie.
It is not, it just takes place on Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
That counts.
It's a Christmas movie.
Hawkeye, then Hawkeye's a Christmas show?
Sure, I haven't watched it, but
It takes place during Christmas?
yeah.
We have to say like that for like next time.
Spider-Man Miles Morales?
It is not the first episode of Hawkeye is not very good.
I have not seen
But
any
the
of it.
second episode is very good. But
Yeah,
I
I've
can't
heard it's
tell
getting
if it
better.
is very good because the first episode was so bad. I don't know. We're a little disappointed.
The theme and the message of the movie has to be about Christmas for it to be a
is.
Christmas movie. It's not.
Yeah.
It is.
It's about Alan Rickman.
No, he's doing it to get his wife.
Yeah, that.
I'm so confused. I thought we were
so
still talking about
oh,
I was like, what?
there is not a lot of Christmas in that movie. I just want to say.
You should rewatch Die Hard.
The one time I watched it, I was like, I literally stood up. I was like, why do people say that's a Christmas movie?
Okay.
That is like saying that is like watching a Fast and Furious movie and then putting a Christmas tree in and being like, so yeah, Christmas.
You may have saved the worst for last.
Yeah, this one's stinky.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah.
What
Tastes
is
like
it?
chocolate. What the fuck?
It kind
Is
of
it
burns.
peanut butter?
It does kind of burn. I think you're right.
Yeah, it could be peanut butter.
It is peanut butter.
That's disgusting.
It is peanut butter.
Also, I hate dark
Maple.
chocolate. Maple. Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Damn it! So bad at this. I was bad at the LaCroix one too.
I think I only got 2 right.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys want to do a few more questions here?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I have to sneeze. Oh, gosh. That's good.
How much time do we have, Craig?
Like 7-8 minutes.
78 minutes? Okay. Weasley65 asks, what is your inspiration for villains? Ace in Zero is so cool, and I can't wait to see more of him when he shows up. God damn it.
Thank you. Thank you. Who is this?
Weasley65.
Oh, Weasley, you kissable fuck.
Thank you.
been
I
waiting for
don't
this.
have a process.
I've been waiting for this.
I don't know. I really don't. I used to have like a process for villains where I really wanted to make them somebody that the party could hate. And I thought that was like really good motivation. But a lot of the times it can just kind of turn the, not turn the game into a drag, but the game can become like very serious, very quick. And like with the case of Sunder, which was fine because I wanted the game to be this, but I wanted to make every villain really hateable as much as I could. And thus it turned the game into this big mission of we have to stop this villain at all costs because we hate them so much. And there was little room for anything else. I think campaigns do need villains. I think having villains is very important. However, I think like just making villains that I think like I'm not trying to say like haha I did this on purpose, but like I do genuinely just want to make villains that I think are cool. Like at this point, Like I'll come up with something. I'll think that this is really sick, and I want to use this monster. I want to use this idea, and I'll just run with that. And that's what I tend to make my villains now. And then yeah, they'll still be villains. They'll still do things that you don't want, and they'll still try to fight you, and they'll be bad guys, and you'll have to stop them. But I want to make it interesting. I want to make it fun. So that's my entire process now. Most of the time though, if it's just D&D, I'm like, open the monster manual to a random page. That guy. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'll make this guy work.
Yeah, but what about Ace? You said what about D&D? What
okay.
about Fallout 0? The Jacob Budd's official system.
Yeah.
What about that? What about Ace?
Hire me, Bethesda. No, you don't have to do that. I did have an inspiration for him, and I can't remember what it was. Fuck. I think what I really wanted originally was you guys are hunted in this game, and a lot of campaigns we've done in the past, people get hunted, and I always try to do a different spin on it, because if I do the same thing over and over again, it's going to get really lame. So most of you guys are wanted in Fallout, which I didn't expect, which is really easy as a DM, because it's so easy to throw in villains like that, because it's like, oh, they're here now, and you guys know that you don't want to be around these people. So Paige is not hunted by the Brotherhood of Steel, but has a connection to the Brotherhood of Steel. And I had this idea for you that would be connected back to your origins, but I didn't want to do something that was so similar to everybody else. So I wanted there to be something that would have answers for you, but also would be like a good villain for you at the same time. So I already knew that whoever was going to be like your villain was going to be like this cowboy. And I knew I wanted that to be like the idea. I really like the dynamic between the only other two synths in all of Fallout, which is Dima and Nick Valentine. And maybe this takes down on the cool level a little bit, but I did sort of run with that idea a little bit. I like that Dima and Nick were sort of not a part of the same consciousness, but they were like they were like brothers, basically. And I love that idea, but I wanted to do a different spin on it, and it's spoilers, so I can't explain what it is, but that was my idea. And then I also wanted somebody that you could never get rid of. And I was like, how can I do that if they're like a synth? And I was like, oh, what if they can just go into other
I gotta figure out how to do
robots and whatnot, and that's a part of their story as well. So, and I literally was just like, yeah, all right, we'll just do that, and I'll call them this, and then we'll do it. And then I was like, we'll introduce it this game, because I wanted to end off on something that was like interesting for you to think about for future games. And then you guys thought it was really fucking cool, and I was like, oh, okay, this is all right. I guess I don't know what I did, but I guess it's pretty cool.
You made a cool guy.
No.
You made a cool guy. You made a fucking synth cowboy. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
you did half the work.
Yeah. I just went, I don't want to make a backstory.
That's
you
fair.
go ahead.
That's fair. I have stuff I want to do for you, for Sarah Bell as well, and we're going to get to it at some point, and I'm really excited.
I'm fine to just stay here with Ace all the time.
Just eternally gathering money, just never wrap up your story at all.
Because I'm making progress like as a player, because I'm learning stuff.
Yeah.
So like every episode doesn't feel like I'm not doing something. It's like I'm like actively like absorbing stuff all the time. So it's always fun.
Yeah, but for the most part, when I write villains, I just steal from what I already know and try to do something different with it. So
Bound you.
And Ald Offie asks, one more with the wholesome cast anecdote bit. It's Jordan's week.
Oh,
It is.
I have one for Jordan.
you do.
I've always had one for Jordan, and I didn't know that we were going to do this. By the way, I don't read these questions ahead of time. I literally tweet it, then just start going. I immediately have one for Jordan. I have two. If I were to think of more recent ones, I guess kind of the same thing as Grace. I'm really surprised that Jordan's just been so like loyal to Arcane Arcade and like been wanting to continue to play with us and really run with ideas and stuff. It's been really cool that he wants to do that with us, which is really fun.
Yeah. Jordan gave like the favorite speech at our wedding. I was like, that's really sweet. He genuinely remembers a lot about people and holds them close to his heart.
Yeah.
And he can be Jordan can be an asshole,
Yeah.
but he's loving.
It's like with Jordan, you don't get the middle. You get both.
Yeah.
You get a very loving person, and you also get a fucking asshole. So, and he knows that. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm allowed to call him an asshole. But Jordan,
And Jordan is also the person who will he will apologize if he took it a little too far.
Yeah.
And he's aware of that.
Jordan's a grown-up.
Very conscious. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's our adult friend.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who don't know, I met Jordan because in high school he was my English teacher.
Yeah.
I was a little baby in high school and he was my teacher, and we were like, this guy's really cool when we first met him in high school, because he was like one of the few teachers that was like before I had any context of like who he was, I just knew that he liked Adventure Time, and I liked Adventure Time. And he had a poster in his office or in his classroom of Adventure Time, and it was my junior year and my senior year that he was there, and loved him because he was very relatable. He got along with all of us. He played video games. He watched TV shows. He knew D&D. He knew nerd stuff. And so he was a really, really cool teacher because he basically got along with all of us, and that was really, really cool. And he did drama as well, and I loved his classes. And Jordan was also the same thing. He was kind of an asshole sometimes, being a teacher, but that's fine. We were asshole kids, and we totally deserved it. I specifically remember, weird linking back, when I first saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, I walked into class the next day, and I was like, that movie was pretty good. And Jordan was like, what the fuck, Jacob?
Yeah.
No, it's not. He probably didn't say fuck because he was a teacher.
Yeah.
He was like, he just drug me. He was like, that movie was bad. It was bad. And I was like, yeah, all right. And so like that's kind of teacher he was. And it was fine. And he did plays. He did the drama stuff, and we did The Odd Couple. And that was fun. I got to be in that.
We were both in that.
Yeah, we were both in that. And opening night was a little rough. We were really excited. The show was fine. The show went great. We all had a lot of fun. It was a good time. And it sucked that you wanted your dad to come, and your dad didn't come, and that really sucked. And we were both upset about that. Yeah. And so that was sad. But then I was also a part of the video yearbook, and the video yearbook was basically just the yearbook, and Tyler and I both did it, and we just edited like this like compilation of this stuff we filmed at school, like events and stuff, and we put it together as almost like a mini. We made it like a mini school documentary. That is like where I learned that I loved to edit, and I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube if I didn't do that during high school. But Tyler and I did that, and the principal of our school, he asked me, hey, can I have a copy of the video yearbook so that I can show it to my class today, because it was done. And we had finished it, and so like we had finished the video yearbook.
It was about like a week or two before school ended in general. So it was coming out like the next day.
Yes. So we had finished the video yearbook. It was done. And I was really proud of it. Tyler was really proud of it. Yeah. And then we went and we did the play, and I was really happy and really excited. But before that, because it was done and because it was the principal, he asked me if he could have a copy of it. So I burned him a copy of it. I gave it to him, and he played it for his class.
He was also the biology teacher at the time.
Yes. He was the principal and the biology teacher. I wasn't supposed to do that. I didn't know that, but I wasn't supposed to do that. But it was literally the day before we were going to give it to everybody else. And so afterwards, the teacher who did the yearbook and was also another English teacher, and was also she taught a lot of classes. She did a lot of things at the school. She wasn't just this one teacher. She came up to me at the end of the show when we were all done. We were really happy, and she just kind of chewed me out. She got really mad, and like I was like 16, so I was really upset, and I went back, and I was getting my stuff from class, and Jordan was there. He was the only one who was there. I told him what happened, and like he just sat with me, and he like talked to me, and he told me like he was really proud of like everything that I did, and that everything that we did, and that like he just refuted everything that she said, and
He's very aware that it sucks to be a kid.
Yeah. And like, it was really cool because he didn't have to do that, but he did. And I'll always remember that. Also, he ended up not being a teacher there after my senior year because of her. I don't know, we all blame her, but we don't know for sure. You know, he just didn't get tenured. So he was only there for 2 years, and it sucked because we loved him so much. Like, he was just such a great teacher. He got along with we went to nerd high school basically, and he was a big nerd, and he wasn't going to come back, and it really sucked. Yeah. And so on the last day, when we did, it was our last day. We were all seniors. Yeah. And we were in the auditorium, the big auditorium, and we were all there. Before that context, he had shown in his class to all of us, to the seniors, Dead Poet Society. And at the end of that movie, if you know what the end of that movie is, they all stand up on their desks when the teacher leaves, which is Robin Williams, and they tell him, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." And when we were all going to leave, the auditorium was like the celebratory, like, hey, the seniors are going to leave, the juniors are going to sit where the seniors sit, and we're going to leave. As soon as that happened, we all stood up on our chairs in the auditorium, and we looked up at Jordan, and we said, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." And that was a good moment. He was emotional. We were all emotional. It was great. And it was a really good, like, it was an awesome middle finger to everybody else. Like, it was just such a, like, I had never felt more powerful than that moment. Who was it that stood up first? What was his name?
Daniel Moberly.
No, it wasn't Daniel Moberly.
It was Daniel Moberly.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was a different guy.
Oh, Daniel Moberly wasn't in your grade, huh?
No, he wasn't.
He was the grade below you.
No, I think he wasn't in my grade. It was a different guy.
No, he was the grade below you because he dated Kat. I don't know who it was then.
I can't remember his name.
It's the guy that always wore pajamas?
No. You don't know who he is. I remember who he was, and he stood up first, and then we all got up, and it was, yeah. You know who I'm talking about.
I do. He was friends with Daniel Moberly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'll also say, the teacher who yelled at you was made to apologize to you.
Oh, yeah. She came over to my house later that night after Tyler's dad called her, and John got kind of mad at her, and then I think my dad called her too, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
And then she came over and she apologized. Quite a few parents called her and yelled at her.
That makes sense though, because that's a really overstepping a boundary.
Yeah, it sucked.
That's ridiculous.
Like, it wasn't even
school,
like
not even during your class.
No,
like that.
We were being congratulated by parents. Like, good show. She came up and yelled at him in front of everyone.
No.
Yeah,
terrible woman.
Yeah, it was rough.
Lady, your job's a job.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to yell at kids.
Yeah, exactly. But like, and then after school and all of that stuff, that's when like he found out we were like, "Hey, you play D&D, right?"
Do you want to come play D&D
He was like, "Yeah."
with us?
And I was like, "Do you want to play D&D with us?" And he was like, "Yeah."
I remember the first time we ever we were gonna play D&D together, and it was Richard was gonna run a game, and you were like, Jordan Roberts is gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, Colton's gonna be there, and I think maybe Logan. And halfway through that game, I didn't want to play because Richard made me very uncomfortable, and I didn't know him very well, and I was like, yeah, I'll just watch. Jordan made an excuse to leave halfway through that game because it was so bad.
He's like, yeah, my wife needs me.
Like,
he fucking left.
He's like, my wife, she's in pain. I gotta go take care of her.
Yeah, we just started playing. I think the first real game we played with Jordan, I had never laughed so hard in a D&D game before. I still remember they had like killed somebody, but he was like on a dock, and so they had to get rid of the body, and they were like thinking about how to get rid of the body before guards came, and Jordan was like, what if we just threw it in the ocean? And we were like all dying laughing at just like, you killed a man, and then he just sinks to the bottom of the ocean, never to be seen again. Yeah. Like, to us, it was just super funny at the moment, and like, so we had him play in the rest of our games, and I was really happy that he wanted to stream.
I also love the bit in one of our games where there was this villain. Her name was Azrael. I believe she had beef with the party. It's a long story. I believe they were both on. Were they on dragons? What were they on?
Oh wow, we're going real full circle with this podcast right now. No,
yes,
she had casted fly on both of them.
She was like, "I'm dipping out," and
she wanted to have a private conversation with his character Grud.
Yeah.
Like 100 feet up in the air away from the party. Then she left. And she just let Grud fall because she was kind of a villain.
Yeah.
And that was the first time he was like, I cast Death Ward, and he fucking Death Warded, fell into the ground. It was like one of the greatest moments ever from freaking Immortals.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He just hit the ground, died, came back, and was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So it was...
And then he died later. Which was
Oh,
sad.
yeah, Grud ended up sacrificing himself, too, and like...
That's the only reason why Philip's alive.
Yeah. And it was crazy too because we were going to have him, I wanted him to play Evenfall when we streamed it online. I think he had played in like a one shot before. I don't remember. He had played in something, but I wanted him to be in Evenfall. And he was really nervous about Kurt. He was like, I don't know if this is like appropriate or if like this is going to be like people aren't going to like this kind of character. And I was like, dude, fucking play Kurt. Kurt's going to be awesome. People are going to love them and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fine. You'll be good. And he was always really nervous, but he was really happy when like people really liked Kurt. And that was, and especially when Drew did that fan art, that first like fan art and stuff. So Jordan's also a great artist.
Yeah.
And he also reviews movies on his Facebook. So
Yeah, and his Instagram.
and he's got weird opinions about movies.
He does.
But
He hates
you know what? That's
Amazing
fine.
Spider-Man 2, but he likes Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
yeah,
And
Jordan, I don't, you know.
that's where we're gonna. That's where we go our separate ways, I think.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna end the podcast.